A lot of people think they have a credit problem, but what they really have is a strategy problem. They have been told to dispute this, pay that, open this account, close that account, and hope something works. That is why so many people still feel stuck. My name is Fred, and at Livai Financial, what we do is help people go beyond basic credit repair and build a real financial strategy. That means we are not just looking for negative items to challenge, we are looking at the full picture, we are looking at what is inaccurate, what is hurting your score, what is hurting your cash flow, what habits need to change, and what steps actually make sense for your situation. Because real progress usually does not come from one move. It comes from the right moves in the right order for the right reason. And that matters. A lot of people come into this stressed out. They are carrying maxed out credit cards. They have collections on their reports. They are confused by what they are seeing. They do not know why their score is not moving. They do not know what to pay first. They do not know whether they should dispute, pay down debt, open new credit, leave things alone, or wait. So they end up doing what most people do when they feel pressure. They start guessing. They throw money at balances without a plan. They dispute things without really understanding what is inaccurate. They listen to random tips online. They apply for accounts they do not need. They make one move this month, a different move next month, and then wonder why they are not getting real traction. That is the real problem most people have. It is not just bad credit. It is confusion. It is lack of clarity. It is not knowing how all the pieces work together. A lot of people know credit matters, but they do not really understand what is driving their situation. They do not fully understand utilization. They do not understand how payment timing can make a difference. They do not understand how high balances can hold them back, even if they are making minimum payments. They do not understand how inaccurate reporting can hurt them. They do not understand why one person may need to focus on debt reduction first while somebody else may need to focus on correcting the report first. That is why credit repair alone is not always enough. Now let me be clear. If something on your report is inaccurate, incomplete, outdated, or not being reported correctly, that absolutely matters. That needs to be addressed. That can affect approvals. That can affect interest rates. That can affect opportunities. But even when that piece matters, it is still only one part of the full financial picture. Because let's say someone gets a few negative items removed, that sounds great. But if their credit cards are still maxed out, if they are still using credit the wrong way, if they are still living payment to payment, if they still do not understand what to do next, then they can still stay in a weak position. The report may look a little better, but the foundation is still shaky. On the other side, somebody else may still have some negative history showing, but now they understand their profile. They're lowering balances. They're improving utilization. They're making payments more strategically. They're building stronger habits. They're moving with intention. That person is usually building real momentum. That is the difference. At Livai Financial, we take a bigger picture approach. We do not just ask what can be disputed. We ask what is actually going on here. What is inaccurate? What is valid? What is hurting this person the most right now? What needs to be challenged? What needs to be paid down? What needs to be cleaned up? What needs to change in the way they are managing money and credit going forward? Because different people need different solutions. One person may be trying to buy a home, and timing matters. Another person may be trying to qualify for a better vehicle without getting crushed by the wrong interest rate. Another person may want to get approved for business funding and needs to strengthen their profile first. Another person is not even thinking about a major purchase yet. They just want to stop feeling pressure every time they check their accounts. They want to feel like they are finally in control again. That is why a personalized strategy matters, not a generic one, not a one-size-fits-all answer, not random advice from somebody who does not know your numbers, your report, your balances, your goals, or your timeline. A real review helps you stop guessing. It helps you understand what is helping you and what is hurting you. It helps you see what should happen first, second, and third. And that order matters more than people realize. A lot of people are working hard, but they are working hard without direction. And hard work without direction can still leave you spinning in circles. What we do is help bring structure to the situation. We help people slow down, look at the full picture, and make smarter moves. That may mean identifying reporting issues that should be challenged. That may mean reviewing accounts to see which balances are creating the most damage. That may mean helping someone understand utilization so they stop unintentionally hurting their profile month after month. That may mean building out a debt payoff strategy that actually fits their cash flow. That may mean helping them understand what not to do while they are trying to qualify for something important. Because sometimes progress is not only about what you should do, sometimes it is also about what you need to stop doing. And that is where people start to feel a shift, because now it is not just, let me try something and hope. Now it becomes, I understand what is happening, I understand why it is happening, and I understand what my next best move is. That brings peace of mind, that brings confidence, that brings direction. And honestly, that is something a lot of people need just as much as they need score improvement. They need someone to break it down in plain English. They need someone to help them make sense of the mess. They need someone to show them that this is not hopeless. It just needs to be approached the right way. When someone works with Livai Financial, they should expect more than surface level advice. They should expect a real look at the full situation. They should expect honesty. They should expect clarity. They should expect guidance that is tied to where they are and where they are trying to go. That can include reviewing what is being reported. That can include identifying potential issues and inconsistencies. That can include helping them understand their balances, utilization, and overall profile. That can include creating a plan so they know what to focus on instead of bouncing from problem to problem. Because when you know what matters most, you stop wasting time on things that do not move the needle. And that is huge, especially for people who already feel behind. A lot of people carry shame around their credit and finances. They feel embarrassed. They feel like they waited too long. They feel like they should have known better. They feel like they are the only ones dealing with this kind of stress. But they are not. A lot of people were never taught this properly. They were told credit matters, but nobody really explained how it works. They were given access to credit before they were given a real financial strategy. They learned through mistakes, pressure, and survival. So if you are in that place right now, I want you to hear this clearly. Being overwhelmed does not mean you are incapable. Being behind does not mean you are finished, and needing help does not mean you have failed. It means it is time to get clear. It means it is time to stop making random moves. It means it is time to build with intention. That is what this is really about. Not just fixing a report, not just chasing a score, not just looking for a quick win. This is about building a stronger financial foundation so that when opportunities come, you are in a better position to take them. It is about making smarter decisions. It is about lowering stress. It is about creating more options. It is about helping you move from confusion to clarity. So if you are serious about improving your financial situation, serious about understanding your credit, and serious about building something stronger than a temporary fix, then stop guessing. Get the full picture. Get real guidance. Get a strategy that makes sense for your situation. At Fred Livai Financial, that is what we help people do. We help people look beyond basic credit repair and build a real financial strategy. So if you are ready to understand what is really going on, what needs to be challenged, what needs to be improved, and what your next smartest moves should be, reach out to Fred Livai Financial. Let's look at the full picture. Let's build the right plan, and let's help you move forward with more clarity, more confidence, and a stronger financial foundation.